Where is everybody? The 10 most fascinating theories about the alien silence. The cosmic mystery. Imagine this. The universe is vast, unimaginably vast. There are over 200 billion galaxies, each containing billions of stars, many with planets orbiting them. By sheer probability, intelligent life should be everywhere. And yet, nothing. No signals. No cosmic neighbors dropping by to say hello. This is the Fermi paradox. Enrico Fermi, the brilliant physicist, once famously asked, "Where is everybody? If the universe is teeming with possibilities, why haven't we met anyone?" Today, we explore the 10 most mind-bending theories about why we might be alone, or why we simply haven't noticed our extraterrestrial counterparts yet. 1. The Great Filter. The wall we can't see. One idea is that there's an invisible wall, a great filter, that stops civilizations from reaching an advanced, spacefaring stage. Maybe life itself is incredibly rare. Or perhaps civilizations tend to self-destruct before they can colonize the stars. Nuclear war, uncontrolled AI, environmental collapse. Sound familiar? Are we past the filter, or is it still ahead of us? If it's the latter, we might be in trouble. 2. The dark forest theory. Stay quiet or die. What if the universe is like a dark forest? Imagine a hunter in the woods. He stays silent because revealing his location could mean instant death. According to this theory, popularized by Liu Cixin's The Three-Body Problem, advanced civilizations might be hiding, fearing that any signal could attract hostile predators. And here we are, broadcasting our location into space. Good idea? Maybe not. 3. The zoo hypothesis. We're in an alien safari park. This theory suggests that advanced extraterrestrial civilizations are fully aware of us, but they choose to observe from a distance, much like zookeepers watching animals in a nature reserve. The concept originated in the 1970s and has been explored by astronomers like John Ball, who proposed that aliens may deliberately avoid contact to allow natural evolution and cultural development. What does this mean for us? If the zoo hypothesis is correct, then Earth is essentially part of a cosmic prime directive. Advanced aliens might believe that interfering with less developed civilizations could have disastrous consequences, much like how human intervention has sometimes led to the downfall of indigenous societies on Earth. So instead, they watch and wait, possibly recording our progress like some kind of intergalactic National Geographic documentary. But here's the fun part. What if they have rules for when to reveal themselves? Maybe we must reach a certain level of technological advancement, global unity, or even moral maturity before we qualify for a first contact upgrade. What could happen if this theory is true? The test theory. We're constantly being evaluated like reality show contestants. If we pass, perhaps by achieving interstellar travel or proving we can cooperate globally, we might get an invitation to the Galactic Federation. But if we fail, hello, climate change and endless wars, they may decide we're not worth the risk and leave us to our own self-made doom. What if humanity accidentally stumbles upon their presence? Maybe when we develop AI sophisticated enough to detect anomalies or build quantum communication networks, we'll trip an alarm that forces them to acknowledge us. Some theories suggest that aliens will reveal themselves only if a majority of humans believe in their existence. Maybe they're waiting for a critical mass of our species to accept the idea, so their presence won't cause mass hysteria. Kind of like waiting for the right moment to tell a child that Santa Claus isn't real. If we're part of a cosmic zoo, could aliens be visiting us for entertainment? Maybe they have cloaked ships hovering above Earth, watching us make a mess of things while laughing over interstellar popcorn. We might be the universe's favorite reality show. The zoo hypothesis isn't just science fiction. There's actual scientific reasoning behind it. The absence of detectable signals, like radio waves, from extraterrestrial civilizations could indicate a deliberate effort to remain hidden. Human history shows that contact between civilizations at different technological levels usually doesn't end well for the less advanced one. Aliens might have learned from this. Theoretical physics suggests that if an alien species is millions of years more advanced than us, they could have technologies beyond our comprehension, such as cloaking devices, quantum communication, or interdimensional observation. So, if this theory is correct, the good news is that aliens exist and have an interest in us. The bad news? We're stuck in the zoo, waiting for them to decide if we deserve an upgrade. 4. The simulation theory. Are we just code in an alien supercomputer? All right, buckle up, because this one takes us straight into Matrix territory. What if our entire universe isn't real? What if everything, galaxies, atoms, even you, is just a hyper-realistic simulation running on some alien teenager's quantum gaming rig? This idea isn't just sci-fi fantasy. It's a serious philosophical and scientific hypothesis, championed by thinkers like Nick Bostrom. His argument goes something like this. Civilizations, if they survive long enough, will eventually develop insanely powerful computers capable of simulating entire universes. If such simulations are possible, then statistically, there should be way more simulated universes than real ones. If that's the case, what are the odds that we are in the real universe? Probably very low. Glitches in the Matrix? If we are living in a simulation, are there any clues? Some thinkers believe there might be. Here are a few possible glitches that could indicate our reality is just pixels on a cosmic screen. Why can't anything go faster than light? Maybe it's the processing limit of our simulation, like a video game that can't render distant objects until you get closer. Quantum mechanics is weird. Particles act like they only decide their state when observed. Maybe that's because reality only renders them when we look, to save on processing power. Ever felt like you've lived a moment before? Maybe the simulation glitched and loaded an old save file. Mandela effect. Some people swear they remember things differently, like the Berenstain-Bears debate. Maybe it's a patch update that slightly rewrote history. What if we find out we're simulated? Here's where things get really trippy. If we somehow discovered proof that we're in a simulation, what would happen next? Imagine we start tampering with the code or attempting to hack reality. If we mess up too much, the cosmic programmers might just hit Control plus Alt plus Delete on our whole existence. What if we could send a message to whoever is running this thing? Would they respond? Or would they just tweak our programming to forget we ever figured it out? Maybe we could ask for a better version of the simulation. Less war, more pizza, and universal healthcare for all simulated beings? Believe it or not, some scientists are actually trying to test whether we're in a simulation. Researchers are analyzing cosmic background radiation for patterns that could indicate computational structure. Physicists are exploring whether space-time itself is made up of discrete, pixel-like units. Some theorists propose sending quantum messages into the void, just in case someone is listening. So, should we be worried? Well, if we are in a simulation, there's not much we can do about it, except try to enjoy the ride. The real question is, why was it created? Maybe we're an experiment, designed to see how intelligent beings develop. Maybe we're entertainment, like some hyper-advanced version of The Sims. Or maybe, just maybe, we're in a simulation inside another simulation, like a cosmic Russian nesting doll of realities. In which case, good luck getting to the bottom of that. At the end of the day, whether we're real or not, the universe feels real to us. And until we get a direct message from our programmers, the best we can do is keep playing the game. 5. The Prime Directive. Advanced civilizations don't interfere. Science fiction fans will immediately recognize this idea from Star Trek. The Prime Directive states that advanced civilizations should not interfere with the natural development of less advanced ones. What if this isn't just a fictional concept, but an actual rule followed by extraterrestrial civilizations? Think about human history. When technologically advanced civilizations encountered less developed societies, the results were often catastrophic. Indigenous cultures were wiped out, ancient knowledge was lost, and entire ways of life were destroyed. If advanced aliens exist, they might have already learned from these mistakes and created an intergalactic law. Don't interfere. Imagine an alien civilization millions of years ahead of us. To them, we might look like toddlers playing with fire, nuclear weapons, AI, social media flame wars. Maybe they've decided to let us figure things out for ourselves, no matter how many times we trip and fall. If the Prime Directive is real, then Earth could be under strict cosmic quarantine, like an untouched experiment in a petri dish. Here are some wild possibilities. Aliens might be studying us right now, using cloaked ships or ultra-advanced monitoring technology. Ever had that eerie feeling of being watched? Maybe it's not just paranoia. Perhaps we're being evaluated. If we manage to avoid nuclear self-destruction, solve climate change, and finally stop arguing about pineapple on pizza, we might get our first official invitation to the galactic community. What if aliens are already here, disguised as humans, monitoring our progress from the inside? Maybe that weird coworker who doesn't blink enough isn't actually one of us. Some astrophysicists suggest a slightly humiliating idea. Maybe we're just not interesting enough yet. Think about how humans interact with ants. We rarely try to teach them calculus or invite them to dinner. What if advanced aliens see us the same way? Oh, look, they just invented the iPhone. Cute. Let's check back in 1,000 years. If the Prime Directive is real, could we force aliens to reveal themselves? Some people think so. Groups like MITAI, Messaging Extraterrestrial Intelligence, believe we should start sending powerful signals into space, basically saying, "Hey, we're here, come say hi." But if aliens don't want to interfere, they might just block our messages. Or worse, shut us down. What if we stumble across alien technology by mistake? If we find an ancient alien probe or ruins on Mars, the entire non-interference rule might be thrown out the window. Maybe, just maybe, aliens are waiting for a sign that we're ready. But what that sign is, whether it's interstellar travel, world peace, or universal cat videos, some real-world scientists believe this theory makes sense. Stephen Hawking warned that advanced aliens might not be friendly and that we should avoid drawing attention to ourselves. Michio Kaku suggests that highly advanced species might see us as we see forest animals. Worth observing, but not engaging with directly. The Silurian hypothesis suggests that if ancient aliens once visited Earth, they might have left behind evidence, but only in ways that wouldn't disrupt our will we ever make contact. If aliens are truly following a non-interference policy, then the responsibility is on us. If we want to join the intergalactic club, we might need to prove we're ready first. That could mean developing interstellar travel, achieving global unity, or at the very least, demonstrating that we won't freak out when we finally see a real-life extraterrestrial. So, for now, we wait. Or maybe, just maybe, we start looking a little closer at that one weird neighbor who always seems to know a little too much about the stars. 6. We're too early, or too late. This theory suggests that we might be living in a cosmic gap. Either we are one of the first intelligent species to emerge, or we are too late to the party, and all the advanced civilizations have already disappeared. Are we early? Let's think of the universe like a giant classroom. The Milky Way galaxy is 13.6 billion years old, and Earth is a young student, only 4.5 billion years old. If life is common, there should be plenty of older students, alien civilizations, who have already built space empires. But the classroom is oddly quiet. Suppose it takes around 5 billion years for intelligent life to evolve on a planet. That means that, in theory, civilizations should have appeared billions of years ago if life is common. Yet we see no sign of alien megacities, interstellar highways, or even cosmic graffiti. If we are early, it might mean intelligent life is incredibly rare, and we are among the pioneers. Maybe the universe is still waking up, and we are some of the first creatures stretching our arms and looking toward the stars. That would make us the founders of future galactic civilizations, which is equal parts thrilling and terrifying. Or are we late? Now imagine showing up at a party after it's already over. Empty cups, scattered confetti, and a lingering smell of alien pizza. What if we are one of the last civilizations to emerge? What if billions of years ago the galaxy was teeming with life and something wiped them all out? Scientists have tried to estimate the number of civilizations in the galaxy using something called the Drake equation. Think of it like a cosmic recipe. Start with the total number of stars. Add a scoop of planets around those stars. Stir in the fraction of planets that could support life. Sprinkle in the chance that life actually appears. Let it sit for billions of years and see how many civilizations start talking, sending signals into space. Finally, determine how long they last before they disappear. The big mystery? Some ingredients are completely unknown. If the lifetime of an intelligent civilization is short, the universe could be full of ruins of long-gone alien societies. And we're just the latest species to rise and look around. Galactic catastrophes, gamma-ray bursts, cosmic death rays could sterilize planets, wiping out civilizations in an instant. Rogue black holes could tear solar systems apart. Galactic predators? If hunter civilizations exist, they might destroy others before they become a threat. Maybe when a civilization gets too advanced, it gets noticed and eliminated. The silent fade out. Maybe civilizations don't end with a bang, but with a whisper. They stop expanding, turn inward, and retreat into digital realities, leaving no trace for newcomers like us to find. If we're too early, we might be the first creatures with the responsibility to spread life across the galaxy. If we're too late, we must ask, what happened to everyone else? And more importantly, are we next? Either way, the silence of the universe leaves us with one massive question. Are we truly alone, or are we just the latest species waiting to vanish? 7. Alien life is so different. We can't recognize it. When we think of aliens, we tend to imagine something vaguely human. Maybe little green men with large eyes, or tentacled creatures similar to ones we see in sci-fi movies. But what if extraterrestrial life is so radically different from anything we know that we wouldn't even recognize it as alive? On Earth, life is carbon-based. This is because carbon is highly versatile. It forms complex molecules like DNA, proteins, and cell structures. But other elements, such as silicon, could theoretically support life too. Silicon forms strong molecular bonds similar to carbon, meaning it could create alien biochemistries. Such creatures might resemble rock formations, be resistant to extreme temperatures, and even breathe different gases. Some scientists speculate that life could exist in stars or gas giants, composed of complex electromagnetic structures rather than physical bodies. What if alien intelligence is entirely artificial? If a civilization created superintelligent machines, they might have abandoned biological forms altogether. Life on Earth is shaped by our planet's gravity, atmosphere, and environmental conditions. But elsewhere, radically different conditions could give rise to truly bizarre life forms. On planets much larger than Earth, gravity would be significantly stronger. Land creatures might be short, stocky, and muscular to withstand gravitational forces. Flying creatures might struggle against gravity and develop powerful wings or alternative locomotion methods. Intelligence might evolve in ocean environments where buoyancy reduces the effects of high gravity. If gravity is weak, life forms could be tall and spindly since there's less force pulling them down. Imagine tree-like beings that grow kilometers high, or creatures with balloon-like structures that float through the air. A planet with a methane-rich atmosphere, like Titan, might host life that metabolizes methane instead of oxygen. Planets with high radiation levels could produce life forms with natural radiation shields or biological structures resistant to DNA damage. If alien life is radically different, we may have already encountered it without realizing it. Some scientists speculate that microscopic alien organisms could already exist in our own atmosphere or on space dust. They might be so small and chemically unique that our instruments can't detect them. Dark matter life. The majority of the universe is made of dark matter, which we can't directly observe. Could there be dark matter-based life that exists right alongside us, invisible to our eyes? What if highly advanced civilizations send out tiny, self-replicating probes to explore the cosmos? These von Neumann probes could be all around us, blending in as natural cosmic debris. Our search for extraterrestrial life is biased by what we know. We look for water, oxygen, and carbon-based chemistry because that's what we need to survive. But if alien life has evolved under completely different conditions, it might not leave behind signals that we recognize. The challenge isn't just finding aliens. It's understanding what life even means in a universe with limitless possibilities. Eight, the self-destruction trap. Intelligence is dangerous. What if intelligence is an evolutionary dead end? Every advanced species might eventually reach a point where its own technological progress becomes its undoing. Wars, rogue AI, or catastrophic scientific experiments. Maybe civilizations aren't being wiped out by external threats, but by their own ambition. If that's the case, then the eerie silence isn't a mystery. It's a warning. 9. They're already here, but we can't see them. What if aliens aren't hiding from us but hiding among us? Maybe they exist in higher dimensions, making them as invisible to us as radio waves are to a goldfish. Or perhaps they're master shapeshifters, blending into human society. Ever met someone who just seemed too weird to be real? There's a chance you've already high-fived an extraterrestrial. 10. The universe is just empty. And now, the most unsettling thought. Maybe the answer to the Fermi paradox is simply that we are alone. Maybe intelligence is so rare that we're the only ones out here. No galactic empires, no interstellar friendships, just us, floating in an endless sea of silence. If that's true, then our responsibility is far greater than we ever imagined. The future of intelligence itself is in our hands. No pressure. Conclusion. What now? So after all that, where do we go from here? Should we keep searching? Should we be afraid? Scientists are already scanning the skies with powerful tools like the James Webb Space Telescope and projects like Breakthrough Listen. If we find something, it could be the most profound discovery in history. If we don't, well, then the universe is our playground. Maybe the answer to the Fermi paradox isn't just about aliens. Maybe it's about us, what kind of civilization we choose to become. Whether we explore the stars, destroy ourselves, or retreat into virtual reality, the future of intelligent life might not be about what's out there. It might be about what we do next. If we are alone, then the universe isn't just waiting for life. It's waiting for our story to unfold,